Starting now on Current OC.
Coming up on this episode, we decided that we wanted to put our instructors on the spot. They've been teaching us for months now, and quite frankly, it's time to put up or shut up.
Yep, we're walking off and leaving the show with Wielden and Trogger. Payback time. All this and more on the final episode of the 2014-2015 season of the Current OC.
From the OC TV studios along 6th and Atlantic, this is Current OC.
Hello and welcome to the June edition of the Current OC. I'm Mr. Trolger, the broadcast engineer of the OC TV studio and this month's final episode's co-host.
And I'm Mr. Wielden, the TV media teacher who tries to make all this possible. I got news for our students here at OC TV. We're here to host a show and we don't sweat it at all. As a matter of fact, if my students watch close enough, they may actually learn something. Watch and take notice of some real talent.
Well, way back in October, our own Matt Unsworth was present at the SSEP rocket launch. As we all know, that launch was struck with tragedy, but much like a Broadway show, the experiment did indeed go on. Here's our follow-up report tonight.
As reported by the Current OC back in November, 6 Ocean City High School students witnessed a tragic explosion of the spaceship carrying their experiment for the International Space Station. In January, the students' experiment was finally launched from Cape Canaveral. Their experiment was designed to determine the attachment rate of E. coli bacteria to lettuce in microgravity.
We found that bacteria attaches at a greater rate in space, which is pretty interesting, or should hold some importance to NASA, because then they can determine what to do with that information, whether they need to take that into account for antibiotics or when making the vitamins, like how bacteria attaches at a greater rate in space.
Their final analysis is still in progress, but once finished, it will be published by NASA to be used for future research. Although the experience had troubles, the students undoubtedly had a wonderful story and an unforgettable journey. This has been Matt Unsworth reporting for the Current OC.
Well, learning how much setback one can take is important, but one can never have enough Raider mascot in our lives. Our own Lucia Castellano reports on a day in the life of our beloved Red Raider and some shocking and possibly earth-shattering news.
Hi, my name's Lucia Castellano, and I've been the Red Raiders assistant for the past 4 years. People have this misconception that there's like this costume and that I've worn it and like that I'm the Raider, but that's just not true. Like, it's a life-size bird, and I've been taking care of it the past 4 years. So I don't know how that started, that it wasn't real, but it is indeed a life-size bird. As much as I have school spirit and appreciate the Raider, it's still really hard to work with. It's such a diva, and it's put me through so many daunting tasks, and I don't think people realize how hard it really is to deal with him. I mean, I have to brush his feathers, which my allergies, what do you expect? Also, I've had to like get it food and water. But basically, you know, I've had to do a lot for this bird, and it's not easy. Sometimes I just live in its shadow. Like, it's such a social butterfly, and it leaves me by myself. And that's not what school spirit's about. It's about being together. But deep down inside, I know I still love the Raider, and it'll forever be a part of my high school experience. But that still doesn't change the fact that sometimes it's just downright mean. This has been Lucia Castellano, not the real Raider, signing off.
On May 8, 2015, the Ocean City High School baseball team played their annual Strikeout cancer game against Oak Crest.
I think this game was important because it's for a great cause.
On sale at the game were shirts for $10 and wristbands for $2.
The breast cancer, strikeout cancer game was a great game tonight. We had a great fan support, and we were able to raise over $1,000 for the Shirley May Breast Cancer Assistance Foundation. We did this because we had so many people affected by this on both teams, and the other head coach, Sean Olson from Oakcrest, decided with myself to do this game for the team. So it was a great turnout. Fans came. We raised a lot of money. Thank you.
This game was significant to me because every game's significant to me. We just gotta go out there and win every game we can.
My favorite part about this game was Meech's walk-off hit.
This game raised over $1,000, and plenty of Ocean City and Oakcrest fans were there to support the game that OCHS wishes to continue in years to come. Ocean City won 4-3. Reporting for the current OC, this is Sarah Gardner, Matt Edwards, Allie Hoffman, and Ava Myers.
It's the end of the school year, and many OCHS students are facing the stresses of final exams. Actually, academic pressures challenge students from all over the world during the entire year. It could be a lot to tackle, but never fear, OCTV is here to help. Join us in taking a look at how to deal with academic stress.
This is the beginning, where finals are coming up, people are starting to make plans for college, and it can be very stressful. Short-term stress can be valuable in these situations. It motivates you to focus. But chronic stress or prolonged stress doesn't just mess with your head. Chronic stress can invoke a sense of danger. Your body will enter fight or flight mode, which releases chemicals which can alter the immune system. When you're continually stressed, it is sending mixed messages throughout the body. Long-term stress can cause shingles, depression, headaches, and insomnia. To relieve some stress, practice methods of calmness, such as yoga, exercise, napping, and eating. Anything really that brings you relaxation. The moment you break the pattern of stress, you are telling your brain everything is okay. So when you're feeling stressed, studying for your finals, don't let it get the best of you. Remember, you're in control and channel those inner superpowers. Most importantly, just breathe.
Our last segment of the year is a special one, and it involves the collaboration of the OCHS dance classes and choir members. Last month, the two groups performed their second annual Soundwave concert. The show was a huge success and is a reflection of the tremendous time and effort both groups spent preparing for the show. Sit back and enjoy this report from our TV1 class, who will coincidentally be replacing this crew come September.
Mr. Valle, the Ocean City choir teacher, and Miss Price, the school's dance teacher, have organized a wonderful show that combines music and dancing into an hour-and-a-half spectacular performance. The current OC was able to get an inside look at the Soundwave.
I'm Miss Price.
And what did you do for this show?
My dancers from my regular dance class and advanced dance class performed.
What inspired the dances and the performance that you did tonight, like the songs you chose and the type of dance you chose?
Well, Mr. Valle gave us the songs he did, so we used genres that we knew, like jazz and contemporary, for those dances. And then my advanced dance courses, they used inspiration from the music, Feeling Good, which was a dance we started in the winter. And the other one, we really wanted to do a tribute to Malia, and the How Will I Know dance was something that we actually spoke to her about this last year, and she was a part of kind of creating the inspiration for it, and we just kind of built from there, and the kids, the girls in that number did the whole thing.
I'm Ricardo Valle. I'm the Ocean City High School vocal music director.
And what did you do for the show this year?
Well, Soundwave is a new ensemble that we have here with the vocal music department. It's their second year, and we just wanted to have a bigger and better show. We invited the dance classes with Ms. Price, the color guard with Ms. Di Pasquale, and just try to be an overall show that features disco, pop, classic rock, all sorts of genres that the kids love.
Brooke Blumenstock.
And what did you do or participate in the show?
I was actually in the Soundwave ensemble, so I got to sing and also dance, which was really fun.
So what is the Soundwave exactly?
It's a group of 12 girls, and basically we're meeting after school a lot, and it's a song and dance company, so we just sing and dance and we put on the show.
Well, that's it for not only this episode of the Current OC, but also the last of the academic year. I think I speak for myself and my colleague when I say it has been a real pleasure working with this crew of students this year. I think we can also say we can't come close to the job they do here on the set.
I couldn't agree more. I also want to add how awesome it has been not only working with these students, but also how great it has been getting to know them. I'm going to miss them as they move on to bigger and better endeavors. I wish them nothing but the best. Well, that's it for 2014-2015. Look for us come September when we introduce you to another broadcast season. Even more importantly, the next generation of student reporters. Have a great summer, be safe, and as always, thank you for watching.